And now, the stationary astronaut.
Dude, I went to Creed and that was like just over 2 hours.
That was a long movie.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
The boys are back in town. The boys made it.
Are we hot?
We are super hot. We're like
we're
Dave
always
in a
hot.
Speedo on South Beach.
Yeah, that's
Only
a
happened
little
once.
too hot.
Only happened once. Never again.
We got perverted that weekend.
I wasn't there for that. God, I remember the videos.
Like, how bad am I that I totally just now remembered, oh, yeah, me and you were in South Beach together at one point last year.
It happens.
So much has happened within the last year. Am I right?
I mean, in our 3 lives, a lot has happened. We've all kind of gone different directions, and it's all kind of come full circle.
I've gotten taller.
I have
myself.
not gotten taller. I've
I
gotten
don't believe
shorter,
that.
maybe.
I don't believe that one bit.
Max
Timmy.
leaned out. He's been working out.
Max looking good.
Yeah, I'm about, dude. I'm pushing my personal best in everything. Literally, squat, deadlift, everything.
What's your squat right now?
My squat right now is 240.
Because you've always had like major calves.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm still like, I've never been committed to go full bore and push myself to get to max.
Where's this drive coming from?
What's that?
Where's this drive coming from?
To be honest, it's all coming from, because, dude, check this out. I realized this last night as I was maxing out on bench. I can't be mad at people anymore. So I used to use that as fuel in athletics and in the weight room where I would get pissed off at somebody that I was hating at the moment, and then I would use that as the fuel, but I can't do it anymore. And so where it's coming from now is honestly, it's heart health. I care so much about not having my heart explode. Not going down the path of my mom who has heart disease. I'm really just trying to hone it in, and just be healthy for
where
my
does
daughter.
the anger go if you're not taking it towards other people?
Or is it safe to say you're just a less angry person?
Yeah, I'm just a less angry person. The anger just subsides. It just fails to exist.
Is it me, or as you get older, we were talking about this before we opened the mics up, and this is a conversation we just had on multiple episodes as far as like the saga of Timmy Nella's life. But I mean, isn't it true though? The older you get, the more you kind of just let the worries and cares go away, and you just find like, I don't have the energy to be mad at you or this all the time. It's easier to just be like, and move on, you know?
I'm just confused though. Like, where does the anger go though? I mean, what do you don't take it down on the
For
weights?
me, it takes about 4 really loud cuss words in about 10 seconds, and then I can be cool.
Love is infinite, so if love is infinite, then it can definitely override any form of anger that's in the air.
Well, because like you're getting like death threats.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Dude, I got a death threat last week.
From?
Because of one of my mental health Mondays.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just because I was suggesting supplementation, and I said that people who don't exhaust all alternative options are a form of lazy. It's because you just decide not to stay committed to a 6-week program. Well, I'm sorry that you can't say it's not laziness. It just is, but that's okay. It is okay for people to take pills instead of getting down. That's okay. There's nothing against it, but you can't argue against the fact that it is a form of laziness. So I was getting reamed for it, and she said I was going to kill people, and then she followed that by threatening my life. And then she followed me and saw me at the gas station and said, "You're dead." She's like, "You're fucking dead." I was like, huh? ¿Cómo se llama?
Like, first of all, it's like, you have a point. I've done meds for my anxiety, my depression. We know that. And I've not done meds. I haven't been on my meds for about 2 months now. And I've just been working on myself, getting through it on my own. A lot of just talking to myself, a lot of reflection. There's some other things that help too that are more organic. Mm-hmm. But it's better. I don't, that is crazy. Someone literally threatened you because you were...
You know what really got me was because I watch all his mental health Mondays, and then the thing with Facebook, they have the emotions now. Yeah. Before it used to just be a like, right? You just hit the thumb up, right? And so then all of a sudden now, as I'm looking at his comments and his likes, I seen like the angry emotion thing. And I'm going, okay, hold on, what's going on here? And then I clicked on it, and I know exactly who you're talking about because I seen the profile. I'm going, what are you possibly upset about? Then he tells me he gets a death threat from the person. The person follows him to the gas station. I'm going, the fact that he's called you out and it hit you because you know for a fact it is laziness. We had the conversation. It's straight up laziness. If you don't accomplish nothing, who do you blame? So then that person now is taking that negative energy and trying to put it towards you, not knowing that, yo, it's on you, man.
Right.
That's just,
well, it's easy to pop a pill and then just let that take care of your worries. It's super easy, and I did it forever. It does take some work to actually. It takes a lot for someone to just sit down and open up to themselves, look within, and really look at their reflection. You know, it takes a lot, and a lot of people are scared of that. This person sounds like that. They're scared to look in the mirror at their true reflection.
Well, so like, and you might not know this, but like, so I stopped drinking. I'm coming up on 7 months. Yeah. I just choose not to drink. But then the reason, exactly what you just said right there, where whether it's a pill, whether it's booze, whether it's whatever, I got to the point where I was going, I mentally cannot be that weak where I have to resort to something to allow me to forget about something else. Mm-hmm. And so then I said, for so many years, it'd be a situation where if it was a long week of work, if it was whatever, I'd resort to let's go drink and let me forget about everything. And then now I told myself, I said, nah, man, you're stronger than that. I don't need to. And that's where what you were talking about, you're talking about if you take care of your body, he's talking about vitamins. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's talking about vitamins, things that you should be taking daily, things to substitute other things that you don't need. And then I still can't believe that somebody actually got that upset.
Well, my question is, like, obviously you've seen who this is and stuff. So, I mean, is there any like legal action you're taking or something? Like, that's like the internet stuff, whatever. Because I mean, internet bullies are internet bullies. But I mean, like, if this person's following you into a gas station and literally getting in your face saying you're gonna die, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably be like,
she offered to pay for your gas?
No, she's a lunatic. And that's just kind of, so we're already giving it more energy. I like the big idea. I like the macro, which is understanding what you're talking about, Dave. Mm-hmm. Basically, that's what I'm getting at when I talk about laziness. It's beyond the majority of people, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, being vitamin D deficient. So everyone should be pumping themselves with vitamin D. It's just a given. But where I called laziness out was understanding your own body, understanding that 90% of our serotonin comes from our gut. So we should probably focus on what we're putting in our body. Processed foods that are already dead instead of live organic things. You're going to feel different when you put in 6 weeks of consistency. And I guess that's just what I get at is like, I'm on this mission of like, taking care of myself so I can be of service to help other people. Because, dude, let's be honest, there are charlatans who are no good for humanity, who are no good for themselves, and then they play it off like they're good for humanity. Getting over stuff, talking about hatred, I've been really focused on this 90-second rule that Tony Robbins talks about. Let it eat you alive for 90 seconds, then leave it behind you where it belongs. It no longer serves us. The bullshit, whether it's something in a group chat that our friend says to irk us, it's like, give it 90 seconds, move the fuck on. Doesn't even matter, holds no credence anymore. Things like that, bro. If we started living in a moment-by-moment basis, which is what a stationary astronaut is, we can't control the past and we definitely can't control the future. We can manipulate the future by what we do now. You know what I'm saying? The ball is in our court at all times, but are we dribbling it now or are we focused on where our skills are going to be in 2 months? We need to focus on the now. That's where we get the time in. And it's the same thing with anything we do. So holding on to shit has just not served me at all. So to get into what our resolutions were last year, I kind of figured you wouldn't remember yours.
Actually, I do.
Okay, so Dave remembers his. Timmy doesn't.
I have zero clue.
What was yours?
I remember it just because it was right when I started doing the CrossFit. And I did accomplish the 6-week program that I enrolled in.
Yeah.
When I did that, I dropped about 55 pounds.
Yep.
The issue that has then arose since then is I am unfortunately not the smartest guy I wasn't back in the day. There was a lot of, my money would come in, my money would go right back out because I felt the need that I needed to be at the bar every night or I needed to do this and just spending on stupid shit. Mm-hmm. Now I regret it, but it's in the past. What can I do other than try to dig out of this financial hole I'm in. But the unfortunate thing is I've had to cut certain things that are just at this moment, it's not a do or die thing. Like I need to be able to pay certain bills over paying that monthly membership at a gym that was pretty expensive. And that was a discounted price that I was getting from my friend. So, I mean, even at a discount, I couldn't afford it. So I'm now exploring some other options. I just joined DDP yoga.
Oh, for real?
Attaboy.
That's legit.
Dude, how are you going to do that when your arms can't even touch your knees, let alone your toes?
Well, it's going to be a lot of assistance from my kitchen chair, but
old DJ T-Rex over here.
Maybe in a year from now you won't be able to call me T-Rex because I'll be able to do like freaking backflips and tie myself up. But
Inspector Gadget T-Rex.
Right? But it's right now it's not. But for me, it's not even a weight thing anymore. I mean, I want to lose weight just because I think I would feel better. It would be cool. It'd be nice to be able to wear. See, the problem is I'm a short, fat guy. They don't make jeans for short, fat guys. So, like my jeans look like they're for a midget because I got to buy them and then hem them so much that it's just awful. So it'd be nice to get clothes that fit properly and stuff like that and just feel better. But like you said, it's not even that. It's just being healthy. Like that's really what it is. I don't, I come from a family of diabetes, heart disease, cancer. I'm getting to that age where that stuff's becoming more of a reality. Like it can strike now.
Aren't you like 43?
You're funny, Tim. Yeah, let's go
close?
with 43. Yeah, 43
Am I hot
years
or
old.
cold?
You're cold. You're cold, you dork.
No matter how much red hair he has, you're cold.
36.
You're cold as
actually.
shit.
Oh, really? You seem like you're getting younger. I could have
God,
sworn you were 36 2 years ago.
But yeah, so I don't know. But I mean, that was my resolution last year. Health is a priority again this year. But health, that's the thing. And I've realized that so many people are like, every year, going to be healthy this year. And then it is do or not. So like my thing is that's not my resolution this year because if I do, I feel like that's setting it up for failure because I'm propping it up on this pedestal of like, this is the one thing I need to work on this year. Where it's like, no, I should be doing this every day, every year, every month. If I don't want to die young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be my resolution, and it's not. That's just something that I know I need to do for myself, So hopefully it takes, unfortunately a financial burden can also cause a lot of stress, and that's something I've been dealing with lately too, and a little bit of more depression slipping in because of it. But we'll see. Now the holidays are starting to wind down. Things start to breathe a little easier. Things aren't as, stressful and just tense, I guess you could say. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Progress, not perfection, right?
Exactly. Then that's just it. Though I'm not trying to set goals on it. Like I'm not trying to, I want to lose 100 pounds by here. Like last year, I think that was the deal. I was like, well, I would like to lose 100 pounds in 1 year. I did 50 pounds in
That's damn good.
almost 2 months, and that was awesome. And you can definitely tell, God bless those CrossFitters, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
It is awful. It's great, but it's awful. You know what I mean? But it's, but I mean, they did it, and you can see, like, I could see my improvement through those 6 weeks in the gym, jumping up onto the box and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't jumping on it, but what would take me 10 seconds to just get the 1 foot up and then the other up and then step off, by the end of the 6 weeks, I was able to just do them like it's stairs, just boom, 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 and, things got easier, but it was just, like I said, unfortunately, it just, money is a bitch.
Straight up. Timmy, so you don't remember what yours was?
It might have been something with being patient, or it might have been something with...
Dude, you're bullshitting, because that was mine. Mine was patience.
Bro, I have zero clue.
So you don't remember.
No, I
But
don't.
let's not disregard the fact that you haven't drank in like 5 months.
7.
7 months?
Yeah.
That's freaking impressive.
I
That is
appreciate
very
it.
impressive.
Yeah.
You can tell with your glimmer, can't you?
I keep hearing that. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Well, there's a consistent positivity that, like, it's just nothing but upside with Timmy. It's nothing but taking everything with a grain of salt and looking at the bright side of things, as opposed to, how it used to be. It always used to be, oh, I need to do this or I should do this. It's like, no, now he's just fucking doing it.
Yeah.
There was always an undertone of,
Yep.
well, then I got this going on.
Yep.
Where honestly, I mean, the last time, which is amazing, the last time the three of us, I think, have been in the same room together would have been Gary V.
Yeah.
would have been the night
Probably,
of Gary Vee.
yeah.
That was the last
August.
time the three of us were in a room together.
Yeah.
Not by choice. We all just have super freaking busy lives. Like you said, we all kind of went our own way, and now it's all kind of coming back full circle.
Yeah.
But with you, just off the bat of the hour we've been together already, like, you're happy. You're smiling.
Yeah.
There is no undertone to you right now. Like, you're legit just like, this is awesome. And you can tell that, and that's a huge difference.
No, and I appreciate that, and and it's one of those things where a lot has happened in the past year. You know what I mean? And like legitimately, a lot has happened. Me and him, we've been talking, whether it's fantasy football, you and I, we've done a couple things together. But like, it's just been what I'm learning is, and it's funny because he's gonna get upset because patience is definitely one of those things that I struggle with the most. But then what I'm noticing now is, if you just focus on the day for what it is, you don't worry about when you're trying to achieve this certain goal or whatever it is that you have in front of you. And
Pause.
uh-oh. I don't believe so.
Chuck talking to them.
Yo.
Why isn't it coming through now? What the hell? What's happening?
I put that passion fruit in here.
Did you? Let me get you, Dave. Chuck. Dude,
Hang on. Now, check.
Okay, let me hear you, Timmy.
Hey, yo.
We're back. Back in black. Okay, so Timmy, you were remarking on how much you like to hold my hand.
Yeah. I hold your hand quite a bit. I did not say that. No.
Cut scene to the Beatles. I want to hold your hand.
I remember. I don't know nothing about the Beatles now. You remember this? What was that?
Well, I just found out until last week you didn't know nothing about Friday, which is like, I don't know if that's allowed.
Bro, I've never watched the entire movie Friday until last week. You know how many messages I was getting?
It sounds like you need to be fed more edibles.
Timmy needs to be secretly dosed again.
Dude, when I saw Friday for the first time, I'll never forget it. I was sober-minded. I was like a sixth grader
Well, you should
in
be.
Boy Scouts. My cousin calls my Boy Scout leader. My mom was on her honeymoon down in Mexico. Snowstorm in Minnesota. My cousin calls my Boy Scout leader, says, "Tell Nick I'm coming to pick him up from Boy Scouts. I'm bringing him to the Timberwolves game tomorrow." This is the night before Rodman kicked the cameraman, right? So she comes, picks me up. We drive through. Sure enough, she knew school was going to get canceled the next day. So school got canceled. But the night before, bro, the night she picked me up, we got back to her apartment. Her and her two roommates were there hitting these. It looked like they were vases with tubes coming out of them. To me, as a sixth grader, I didn't know what a bong was, but we were watching Friday. Smoking! And it was just like, so everyone around me was smoking weed while these two dudes were on a mission to find weed in the movie. And it was like, I didn't know, but I loved the movie. And then the next night, Rodman kicked the cameraman.
Did you hear about the Boy Scouts? They're down, bro.
They're Rainbow Scouts now.
It's
What are you talking about?
no, it's over with, bro.
No, boys can be girls, girls can be boys.
No, they
It's
talking
Rainbow
about
Scouts.
the Boy Scouts are like done.
Well, at this point,
Like-
though, it shouldn't even be boys or Girl Scouts. It just needs to be Scouts because you
Yeah.
got girls who are like, why can't I be in the Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any boys that are be like, why can't I be in the Girl Scouts? But they
Nah.
should.
Don't get it
They
twisted.
should.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
I don't know. I just haven't seen.
Don't get it
I'm
twisted.
sure there
No.
is.
Don't
I'm
get
sure
it
there
twisted.
is.
Yeah, there's definitely boys
But
trying
why,
to be
why
Girl
don't they
Scouts.
just join and be like, we're now just the Scouts of America?
Why don't they just go away?
No, I would.
I mean, I agree.
You're basically saying no more Girl Scout cookies for anyone.
Fam, all I'm saying is ain't nobody doing the stuff what Boy Scouts do. Everybody just downloads an app, you
But-
on your smartphone. Come on. And with what?
But can we be honest and say, though, like, obviously the generation coming up now who is everything has to do with their phones and everything, there's a huge misconnect. And
Yeah.
they're horrible people.
And it's only going to get worse.
And
I
it
mean,
is only going to get worse. So maybe something like Boy Scouts where you're learning how to light a fire, tie a
When was the
knot.
last time you lit a fire with a rock?
Well, you don't do it with a rock.
Isn't that what you do in Boy
No,
Scouts?
it's
I
not.
was a Boy Scout for one day.
No.
I couldn't do it.
But I mean, there's like survival courses you can.
Were you a
take
Boy
as
Scout?
I was.
For how long?
Oh God! Till
I know
was
you didn't
18.
last.
What?
I got the.
I know you didn't.
I was a Boy Scout for 5 years.
I got the.
motherfucker.
I think it was Heart Scout. I was like, literally,
What is he even talking about right now? Heart Scout? The fuck? Sounds like he was a Girl Scout. His
Right.
dad lied to him, put him in Girl Scouts. He didn't even know. He is a heart brownie. This man, give him the butterfly patch right now. He deserves it.
No,
he
what-
sold all the cookies. Dave, why'd you eat all the cookies? He sold them. No, he ate them all.
we didn't sell cookies. We sold Christmas wreaths and popcorn.
Yep.
That's what we
I don't
sold.
know what a Heart Scout is.
Well, it's
You
right
made
under
that up.
Eagle. I almost got Eagle.
Oh, you was Eagle?
I was like 2 badges in my project away from being an Eagle Scout.
and then it's Birdie then, right?
But you got to do it. You got to do it before you're 18. At that point, I was starting to check out on be like, this is stupid. Why am I wasting my time? I don't like camping. The adult leaders were kind of dicks. Some of them of the younger kids coming up, and we were button heads because they were kind of like
Kind of dicks or showing dicks?
no showing. Thank God, no showing.
Okay.
We went to, back then when I was a scout. Like that shit wouldn't have flied with us. We would have been like, what the fuck, old man? Put your penis away. This isn't happening. Like, you know,
Let's be
but
honest.
the thing is too is like our leaders, like one leader, like my dad was a leader, my other buddy, his dad was a leader, and they didn't give a shit. They were more in it to hang out with each other because they were buddies. So like we'd go off and smoke like cigars in the woods and shit, you know, like we
Damn,
were,
were you like 16, 17? I thought that was like something for like 8-year-olds.
no man.
Dude, if you get a personalized letter from the president if you become an Eagle Scout, like it gets you into any college, it bumps you up ranks to get into any college you want. If you become an Eagle Scout, that's why
join,
it's not going to die. It's something that is still
Yeah,
prestigious.
you join military if you're an Eagle Scout, you automatically rank up.
Bro, I was born in Africa, man. I ain't needed to be a no Boy Scout. Everything
Yeah,
that they're
you
gonna
were
teach
fighting
me,
lions and tigers right there.
Exactly, bro. I knew survival at a young age. Right?
Well, they wrote the movie Lion King about you, so
That new one about to come out.
Scoutmaster
can't
brings
wait.
out a spear. Like, do you know what this is for? And Timmy's just throwing him at bullseyes.
Like I said, I lasted for one day. I go, what are you guys trying to teach me right now? Yeah, I ain't teach me nothing. I ain't never been through what I've been through.
Isn't it funny though? Because I never really was like in like I'd never wanted to like I didn't ask. My parents were like, "You want to be in like when I was really little like Cub Scouts?" And I'm just like, "Yeah," because everybody was in Cub Scouts, you know, where you go to the one person's house, you all hang out, and like we used it just for we didn't give a shit what we were doing. It was more just to hang out with my friends from school outside of school, you know. But then like as Boy Scouts started to get older, it was just like. I think really I only did it because I didn't want to hurt my dad's feelings because he was.
Let's fast forward 10
super
years.
into it.
Your daughter's not going to know what a Girl Scout is.
Hold up.
We're not going to know what Boy Scouts is.
I still got to find out what it was like when you walked out. Did you hit him with the Wakanda before you walked out? Said Wakanda out?
Bro, I just looked at these people going, man, y'all ain't teaching me nothing. I'm out of here. I'm telling you, I think I was like 9 years old. I'm looking around going, why am I even here?
Timmy's skinning a cheetah with his bare hands.
Bro,
while
me and
they're
a bunch
just,
of
like, tying
me and a whole
knot.
bunch of white boys, and I'm going, I don't fit in here.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, Sudanese kid in Boy Scouts is like, let's find a comparison. A Sudanese kid in Boy Scouts is like little Timmy in the hood. He just don't belong.
Oh, bro, see, y'all gotta stop with that, man. I got stripes.
What do you mean? You're the one who said you didn't belong.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so my New
was
Year's
yours?
my New Year's resolution was patience, and to be honest, until I recently went back down to ayahuasca land, patience was I had to work a lot on it, doing what I did over the past year, and then it really kind of having my daughter was the game changer because then it's just forced upon you.
Well, and that's an ultimate thing for you because patience alone, learning patience, it's a hard thing for anyone to do who isn't already there. But with your life of astronaut, throwing a newborn in, I mean,
Get me Gary V.
The least to say is you had a plate full of stuff going on. So, I mean, that's a huge order to try to learn patience when you've got that much potential stressful things happening all at the same time.
It goes down to what we were talking about with hate and universal love, where because hate can only be taken down by universal love, unconditional love, that's the same thing with patience. The only way you can fine-tune your patience is by adding on pressure and having it forced and thrust upon you. And that's kind of what happened to me, where I was forced to just chill out. because there was so much on my plate, so much pressure, little baby crying. Gotta be patient. That's the only thing that was going to lead me to the promised land.
Yeah, because what would be getting angry or sad or just frustrated do, you know?
Pointless.
Right.
And the people who taught me that were my sober mentors, who are millionaires now, Russians, fucking just successful. In the program, though, they speak, they mentor, they do a lot of stuff. I asked Greg Stein one day, he's the owner of Polar Builders up in the Twin Cities. I asked him, I was like, Greg, how are you so chill? He's like, Nick, I have so much on my plate. If I am all high strung and worried all the time, I'm going to die. I have to be chill. And this is a dude you would think he just got done ripping a 18-foot bong with how chill he is all the time. He had twins, you know, and this is a dude pushing his mid 40s who like has no business having twins at this age. You know what I'm saying? But he just like keeps having kids. He can financially do it. He's successful, put his wife through college. And the dude just like is ultimate Zen mode. And he's a guy who just has no other choice than to be chill because he's running a 200 employee operation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's got no choice.
So do you have to exert yourself to the point where you have no choice but to become chill? It's kind of like in there, and that's because not everybody has the patience to get there.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm working out every day, because now I've got to focus my energy, because now my energy, people want it and they want my time. But the thing is my energy is my currency. That's all I got. So I go exert the fuck out of it. That way it helps me fine tune where I'm going to put my energy. So I go beat the shit out of myself and then come back to it, go to the steam room. And that's where I do 2 sessions. Or 2 rounds of, you know, when the steam comes pumping out and then the room goes from 120 degrees to like 160. So I do 2 rounds of that. And after the first round, my ego is just like, clock out, Nick, clock out, run. But then I'm like, no, fuck you. I got some shit to work on. So then after that one, it dies down, goes back to 120 degrees, and that's where I start going through my next day. So do you guys journal? Journaling is key, okay? You can either mentally journal. I would suggest writing it down, because you write down your next day's missions. You might not accomplish them all, but when you wake up in the morning, so like I write down I work on my missions as I'm going into that second round of the steam room. I get home, I've got them dialed in, and then the next morning during my morning coffee, while my daughter is still sleeping, I go through and I actually fine tune. I'm going to get this, and this accomplished today. And then I'm going to try working on this and this. And then now that I consistently do it by using the steam room method, the executive method, that's where like I'm now my energy is so focused on just succeeding with shit, to the point where no drama, no death wishes that other people have on me can sway me off of my path. I'm so fucking zoned in where it's like, no, dude, like there is no swaying me nowadays. I know what I'm doing now.
And so you talked about exerting energy, and that's one thing where I feel I've gotten to the point now where my energy is so precious to me, where I really don't give a damn about certain things at all. Like, I will not exert energy for certain situations. It's gotten to the point where whether it's at the gym, I'm focused in, I'm dialed in at the gym. I've had people stop me at the gym now asking me, hey, what's going on? You're a lot quieter now. I don't want to exert any type of energy towards anything except for what's in front of me right now, and that's getting this workout in. And that's
task
where...
at hand.
What'd you say?
Task at hand.
Exactly. And what we talked about earlier, where I feel like I'm becoming what DC was a few years ago when we first started this thing, because now the energy that I have, I got all the energy in the world, but I'm choosing when and when not to exert it. And I think that's another thing right there, where when you start thinking about that kind of stuff, it takes to that next element or that next level, because now, like you said, Timmy's like, hey man, let's go. It's go time. When we're doing this, we're doing all this other stuff, you're going to get me at my best. The moment we clock out, we don't do this, and I say clock out because that's where I go back to energy. I'm at the crib, and I'm chilling. You know, I'm not, and I'm reading books. I should start journaling. I reached out to you talking about vitamins, and there's certain things that I'm so focusing on my mental and just focusing on like the things that I've never focused on. versus exerting that energy now saying, well, I got a little bit of free time now. Let's go down to the bar or let's go over here or let's just do something spontaneous. No, I don't need to do that.
That's self-awareness right there.
Self-awareness.
When you're living for yourself, truly, like that's what happens, you know? You know, like, oh, should I go out? Because when you're going out every night and you're in front of everybody and everybody, you're the life of the party and stuff. Yeah, you feel good for the moment and people are cool with it, but then that's all they know. They don't pay attention to any serious side of you. They don't pay attention to what you're working on, what you got going. They don't care. It's all about, no, where's the fun Timmy or the fun Mac or the fun DC? Where are they at? Where's the guy who's taking shots all night? When you start living for yourself, you can start finally being like, I don't need to do that. You know, I need to do this, and I want to go do this. I want to go knock this podcast out. I want to go make this appearance. You know, I want to do this video and get it up on YouTube or, you know, whatever. Or, hey, no, I don't need to go out tonight. But there's a special occasion. Cool, I'll mark it on my calendar, and now I know I can look forward to that night where I will get to go out, cut loose for a little bit, let it all go for a few hours.
But don't get it twisted, though, man. I still love that. You know what I mean? And that's I'm telling you right now, I'm infatuated with it. I think I love it more now than I ever did before. But the thing with me, though, is I believe in this laboratory method. I'm in the laboratory. Like, I want to perfect so many things to the point where when it's time to shine, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, to the point where the downtime before was utilized trying to create some positive energy for somebody else, being a people pleaser. Now that downtime is laboratory time. Whether it's reading or whether it's just asking questions or just researching, because now I believe in so many different things right now where I'm going, the moment that time comes, the moment that I'm going to be out there on stage or in front of people or it's time for action, I'm ready to bring it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like I'm in that like wrestling mode right now where like I'm cutting a promo, but like that's just how focused and dialed in I'm in on it. He messaged me the other day. He goes, 2019 all in. And I'm going, let's get it. Because I understand exactly what he means by it. Do you know what I mean? Like if you just really focus and just perfect what you need to perfect, the moment that you're out there in front of the people that you want to perform or entertain, you're doing it on your own time. And you're understanding what you're doing because it's calculated. And that's another thing. Being calculated is dangerous. Right. And that's the thing with you.
Kind of like what Dave's talking about, where don't give them the goods right away. Don't be that life of the party. No. Give them the goods every once in a while. Then it leaves them laying in wait and not knowing your next move. And
you know how fun it is when I do show up somewhere and all of a sudden people are just like, Cherini or Dave. And it's like, yeah, I know. Because now when I do show up, it is more special because people don't see me as often. I don't see people as often. So when I am out, it is more special. It feels more like this is cool, whatever. But like you said too, the other thing is like 5 years ago, I would sit at home on my off time and just be like, what should I do? And waste time. You know, I had a different podcast going. Didn't do anything to further that show other than the social media stuff, but I wasn't like listening to other shows hardcore. I wasn't online like researching just the trends and the way the whole podcast movement was moving. It was more, I had a co-host at the time though who thought he knew all, so it was one of those type of deals though, and that's why we're not together. But now, you know, I go home, I'll sit on my TV and watch YouTube videos of how to do video production, of different equipment and stuff, just so I know, because now it's like, screw, you know, like you said, now it's like, now's the work. I got to put the work
you know what
in.
I learned about 2018 and this year in review? 2018 was a scary year because 2018 was one of those years where the people that, a lot of stuff happened in 2018, right? And Mental Health Monday started because a lot of stuff was happening where people were taking their lives in 2018, right? And I think the problem was you had so many people that just wouldn't allow people just to be themselves. You know, like, even now, when people reach out to me asking me what's going on, how am I? Bro, I'm at my best.
Right, and they think you're at your worst. Though.
And they think you're at your worst. You know what I mean? But that's where I think a lot of people are getting the stuff so confused, because the problem with certain people is if you're constantly seeing them, that's when you got to worry about them.
that happened to me last week, where a dude starts berating me, telling me I'm egotistical as fuck and this and that, just about my entrepreneurial post. And Derek Chapman hits me up and says, Nick, you're losing it again. You need to get on your vitamin D. He's like, you need more vitamin D. It's like, whoa, I am at my best right now. I am tuned in, dialed in. I've never felt more positive. I've never felt more glowing, loving, confident with myself, confident in the people around me. Where do you get off trying to be my guru? You know what I'm saying? And that's a person where I was bringing meetings in to his new restaurant every single day, seeing him every single day. All the while, this dude is needing me and Tori for basically a come to Jesus moment where he was struggling. And it's like, wait a minute, bro. 2 weeks ago, like, you were in your darkness. Now all of a sudden you're trying to be my guru and telling me how I need to live? No, you got it twisted right now. Don't come at me trying to steal my vibe just because one of your friends needed to be checked. Get my drift? Mm-hmm. There are people who will try to steal your light. And when they try to steal your light, steer fucking clear. Because those people, when you're at your best, they're going to try to bring you back to who you used to be. Mm-hmm. And say, something's different. Something's wrong. Mm-hmm. No, motherfucker. Everything's right.
See, and that comes down to there's so many people in the world afraid of change.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, he said it best, though. That's where this whole trying to be my guru or trying to be, bruh, that's not what friends are for. And that's what I'm learning now. Like, if you have these friends that want to tell you what you need to be doing, you got to cut ties. Because it's to the point now where that's how friendships get ruined. Because I'm to the point where my friends, the ones I talk to on the daily, I don't talk to you as much as I talk to him, but like you now, you know you're my guy. Yeah. I don't need to be on your case 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, right now, when I've seen you for the first time today in a few months, it was yo, DC, because you my guy. Right. And then if you ever were to reach out to me for anything, then that's the point in time right there where I understand that you need me for something, as in like, I need to be that friend. Mm-hmm. I don't need to go reach out to you and be like, yo, Max, is everything okay? I watch Mental Health Mondays. I see the stuff that you post. I got people coming to me every day, ask me, what's this man do for work? Go ask him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't bring that to me. Go ask him.
Dude, you are like that enigma though, because there's so like not as much now, but maybe 6 months ago when things were still going as far as all of us together. You know how many people would be like, "What's up with Nick? What's his story?" I don't know. Go ask the man himself. Like, why? No.
But those are the people I'm steering clear from, because what exactly is their motive? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. All they want is a reason to talk.
That's all they need.
They're looking for reasons to talk about you.
Because those are the people that are going to ruin
or
you.
Positively, they're looking for reasons to just have your name in their mouth.
They make me.
And then that's just it.
Those people keep me paid. I got like 5 different streams of income.
But like that Get Me Gary V thing, you know when people were coming up to me just going, hey man, you think it's going to happen? You think it's going to happen? I don't know. Go ask him. Are you going to be there? I'll be there.
You know the thing with that, for me, when I talk to people after it, is so many people were like, he lost so much money though. And I'm like, yeah, but it was still a success.
Exactly.
And he was happy about it at the end of the night. And if that's what it is, then that's what it is. It wasn't a failure then. Yeah, you may lose some money to make a point. But if Nick was happy with it, and I mean, we were there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was running my ass off all day. That thing went off without a freaking hitch. That show was awesome.
Hey, well done, bro.
And really, the work you put into that thing was amazing.
I looked at my scrapbook yesterday. My scrapbook, when we first started talking about it, literally, the scrapbook says August 3rd. On top said hashtag Get Me Gary V. We literally wrote Gary V, Theo Von, Ron Lamprecht. This is a scrapbook from back in like January. Mm-hmm. I'm not even joking. I'll show you the scrapbook exactly. And the stuff that we wrote down on this scrapbook, and obviously like I wasn't there for the whole way through, but the fact that I'm looking at this and then seeing that it actually happened, like you said, there was not a complaint whatsoever.
I still have on my whiteboard at home Gary Vaynerchuk and then his booking agent and a few dates me and his agent were going through just from the early days. And I look back at it and it's like, damn, dude, we did it. And people talk about the money I lost, but check it out though. It's long-term investment.
Right.
So like people who are just, they don't understand, like they work for the man, they always work for the man. They don't understand that it does take angel investors to get somewhere. It does take people believing in you. It does take a loss, an early investment in yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's why I put in over 3,300 hours on one event. Because like Timmy, with you guys early on, like what happened was no one besides me understood that we had to build a team of over 50 people, not just a team of 6 people. We're going to put it together. And it was something that at the time, there was no way I was going to get that across to anybody because with everything I was doing, there was no way I was going to be able to, at the end of the day, relay everything I'm doing throughout the day to all you guys. It's just everyone saw it on the surface. Yeah. So at the start of the whole endeavor, it was me and you, and then it turned into 6 people. And unfortunately, the 6 didn't see, or the other 5 didn't see that, like Nick's adding on 3 more teammates every day, 2 more teammates, this person to do this person to do that, a second film crew, stuff like that, where it's like, oh no, we can't even talk numbers right now because I know I'm going to lose. I know it. And so like, if we would have stayed where we were at come when we all kind of kiboshed it in like March, bro, like y'all would have all lost 20 grand each. You know what I'm saying? And it like would have been no fun for anybody.
But see, the problem was everybody was so money hungry driven. So like in all the years that we've done this now, this is coming up on 2 years, there's never been a point in time where I've asked for money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like this 6 group of people that we had for this thing, people were so money hungry driven where it got to the point where I'm realistically in my head telling myself, there's no way in America we're going to set up this whole thing with just 6 people in this room.
Right.
It's great that we're all getting together in my apartment. We're putting stuff on pen and paper. It's awesome, right? But there's no way in America we're doing it with just 6 people. You know, so then like the day of the event, when I seen security, that's numbers, that's people. Mm-hmm. When I'm seeing you there and I'm seeing this person there, I'm seeing over 50 people involved in something like this. And at the time, I was going, this is exactly what his vision was. But then like you said, but here's what kills me the most though. Here's what kills me the most. You lost money, right? Right? So when other people are worried about you losing money, that's what throws me off because I'm going, why are you worried about my man's pockets?
Right.
So if he lost money, my man still has a daughter, my man still has a wife, my man's still grinding, still doing his thing. Why are you worried about him losing money?
Well, and that's what I try, you know, and everybody who's ever asked me that, that's what I say. It's like, yeah, he lost money, but was he happy at the end of the night with what happened? He was extremely happy.
Did you get your money's worth? Did you get your money's worth? Let's not worry about if he lost money. Did you get your money's worth?
You know what I mean?
Answer me that question.
And it is funny because of like the Gary V, because of the other little things we've done before that, and really because of just starting this podcast and the whole stationary astronaut. You, like you said, you had 5 other people, but they were too money. You know, the 3 of us. Dan's break. What I was gonna say is, we've definitely started a movement, but there's a lot of people around us and around the area we're in that. They don't get it. They don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see the grind. They don't see the work. They don't see just how open we are about this may work, this may not. We got to do it. It's, oh, that sounds like it'd be a great idea. How am I going to get paid out of this? And it's like, this isn't what it's about. You know what I mean? I knew that from the start. I knew what you were going to go through. I knew it was going to be expensive. I knew what was ahead of you. And what did I tell you? I told you right off the bat, like, listen, I am not in any shape to be a major player in this right now. I will
Don't expect to be paid.
I will support you.
Paid.
I will back you up if you need it. And then I told you day of, I will be there from.
And you said the same thing about team
in the
events
morning.
too. You were like, Timmy, whatever you need, I'll be there. Like that's the kind of guy that you are. Though, like you're so real with everything, where you know what your part is, what you're able to bring to the table, and you stick to that. You don't try to do too much.
Well, and the other thing is, I've done this. I've been through this before,
you the OG.
And you know that. You've seen some of the stuff that I've done before. We've started this with events and stuff in
dude,
town.
we did that big Pause and Claws event, raised them over $8 grand.
Right,
we're still doing it.
But I mean, like that was the thing is, I had just done so much at that by that point that I was like, I knew what was in store for you, and I knew it was not impossible. But I knew you were going to have some come to Jesus moments throughout that whole process.
Bro, the entire thing.
And I just wasn't in any mental or...
What was the most stressing part about it, though? Like, what was the point in time where you had to, like, count to that 90 seconds and just...
Oh, multiple. Timmy, it was every day.
I believe
it. Was literally every day. And then when you guys all dipped out, thank God you guys all dipped out early. Because at that point, I was like, then I was able to hone in because I didn't have to... I got to continue playing a glue piece role instead of a leadership role, because playing the leadership role, it sucks, dude. Like it sucks having to like have people call me boss and shit. I really didn't like that. It makes me feel fucking weird. And it just got to the point where it was deadlines, a lot of deadlines with Gary's management and stuff like that.
Well,
really
we sparked right now because somebody was calling him boss, and then eventually this person was like their assistant for the time being, and then she was telling me what to do based off what he was telling her. And then I was going, I don't think you understand how this works right now. I respect my man, but you're not about to have him tell you something you're going to tell me. I'm going to FaceTime him. She's like, well, he wants me to, I said, no, this ain't going to work. And then he had to come to me. He's like, Timmy, man, you got to understand this is how it's going to work. And I was like, bro, you know this is not going to work for me, dude.
You know what's funny is I had a couple moments like that at the actual show backstage where I'd had like someone come up to me and be like, well, I think Nick wanted to do it like that. And then and you were just, chicken with your head cut off because you had so many things day of that finally, I grabbed you and I said, you trust me? And you're like, yeah. Good enough for me. I go, I'm making the calls then behind stage right now. And I did.
Dude, you saved the day.
After that, I was just like, everybody listens to me. And even the audio and light guy behind was like, you're my go-to now. And I'm like, yes, just leave Nick alone because he's got too much going on. I will take care of it. And it went off without a hitch.
Bro, yeah, man, that was magical.
It was a great, great night.
Bro, we had the same situation because 2 weeks before Gary Vee, we had our event. And then DC pulls up there. DC's like, hey, whatever you need me to do. Bro, I'm running around with my head. I didn't know what I was doing either. All of a sudden, DC's like, you trust me? I was like, yeah, man. We had a water balloon tournament thing going on. I had zero clue people weren't showing up. DC organized, set the whole thing up. Him and DJ Superfly were out there. Next thing you know, it was a success. I was just like, hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. So, yeah, you're the guy, bro. Like, you just know, you're DC, bro.
And the thing is, I thrive on doing event stuff. I love it. I've always loved it. It's a thing in my life. But I've done a lot of events, too, where I don't love them. You've been on the road with me before for some stuff. So it's like when it's for people like you or you, where it's like these are people that are in my life. Like you said, we may have not talked a whole lot, but that's me. And you guys know that that's me. I'm that guy that you reach out to me, I will totally be like, what is up? Yes. Yeah. But I'm also that guy that it's like, and now it's harder because I work, I go to work at 2, 3 in the afternoon. I work till midnight when everybody's got free time and I'm at work. So it's a lot harder for me right now. But yeah, I'll never say no. I'll rearrange schedules and stuff if there's anything that anybody who means anything to me needs. I'll do what I have to do.
As long as it's not my cousin screwing you over.
Oh, God.
That fucking imbecile.
I'll tell you what, that was the first time I had the real bad taste in my mouth.
Was that Digital Avenue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. That on here?
But at the end of the thing, though, at the end of that whole weekend when that happened, people knew who put the real work in, and people knew who was kind of the jack off of that whole thing.
With Digital Avenue?
Well, yeah, DJ especially.
Yep.
But I mean, and it is what it is. Lessons learned. So then I could take that to you guys when you're doing Gary Vee. I could be like, well, just word of advice, when we did it. So make sure you don't go around that route, whatever. But
yeah, who's next, though, man? You got somebody lined up?
So we already are working on next year's. But Dave, I swear you've been snapping your fingers since before you even came out of your mom.
I honestly don't know because what's weird is growing up, I was always just kind of growing up. I was a ham. As a little kid, I was a kid that always trying to make people laugh, entertain the family, and all that. At some point, I think I realized in my head the issues that were going on inside my.
As Beatles.
And I want to hold your hand. That worked out perfect. I started to realize the family BS that was going on. I started to realize that it wasn't a solid foundation that I was living in. I wasn't in the perfect home. I never thought I was, but I didn't realize that it wasn't that either. Mm-hmm. So as I started to realize that, I think that started to shut me down more come middle school and high school. So I wasn't as outgoing and stuff. I was just me. Mm-hmm. And then my senior year, for whatever reason, I was just like, screw it. I got 5 core friends. They're friends with everybody else, so I'm going to just ride that wave. Next thing you know, my senior year, I mean, more people knew me my senior year than I knew them. In my senior class, I'd walked out, hey, Shirini. It's just I don't remember your name, but hey, how's it going? Cool. But then that was also what started to break me out because before that, you'd make me do a speech in class or something on something. I'd hated it. Turned beet red, sweating, anxiety, panic attack. But then senior year, I was just like, God, fuck it. I want to entertain. Somehow, some way, I will entertain people. And
you're still doing it.
Radio and now podcasting, and it is what it is. And now it's so great because now there is no rhyme or reason to it. You can do it however you want, which is the beautiful thing about internet and what we have going on, and the beautiful thing of like the stationary astronauts. You know what I mean? I'm not being bind down by like, you know, I don't know if you all heard it, but Scotty Matthews just got his job taken away a couple weeks ago.
I wanted to bring that up. What's going on there at Town Square? Because I've already heard some darkness, and now Val leaves with some of her own issues, but I know there's more compounding, and then Scotty just loses his job.
Yeah, and if anybody who pays attention to Val and saw her kind of put it was kind of a generalized statement of there are reasons why I left. It wasn't just because I was sick or anything. There are reasons, kind of hinting at it is a toxic industry. And I responded to that being like, anybody who has never been in the broadcasting field has no idea truly what you go through. Because every day is a worry. You never know when the job's going to get taken from you. I've had it happen to me. 8 months in, I got booted off Z-Rock for no reason. Val, had some issues. Scotty literally, he didn't even know that was coming.
He didn't?
There's a bigger story to that. I don't want to put it out on here because that's for him to tell people, not me. But originally he had no idea that was going to happen. But the thing is, you look at what they have. They literally have a morning show now. All the stations in that Town Square building only have morning shows. Everything else is now just run by computer. Someone either here or at another Town Square studio in another state or city records your 3-4 hours of talk points, puts them into the log, because you can do it all over internet, throws it in, takes them a half hour. So all these radio, and the unfortunate thing with Town Square Media, and I don't mean to put them on blast, maybe I do, is as far as a broadcasting thing is they went into buying radio stations with the intent of turning them into clicks, not listeners. Everything over there revolves around the website. How are we getting people to the website? Why are you not blogging 3 times a day? Why are you not doing the... Doesn't matter of what you're doing on air. It all mattered. What are you doing on our website? What content are you putting on our website?
Isn't it all about clicks, though?
For them, it is. But the thing is, it's like, you got this all wrong. You're coming in, and yeah, I get it. There's the new day and age. So, I mean, apps are a thing or whatever. Every radio station has their own app or is on an app. And that is what it is. But you're literally taking away our jobs.
In a town like Rochester, that can't work because it needs to be personalized. It has to be local. Val was doing a great job with her blogs every single day. She was personalizing it. She was making it unique for herself. That's why people love Scotty, because he was that face. He was recognizable. People wanted him at their events. And now when you take that away and you just focus on clicks, well, in a town like in Rochester, you just shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I told him, me and him talked about it right when it happened. And I told him, when he basically agreed, I'm like, they have it so ass backwards that they're more worried about their website. Yet it's like, you spent millions of dollars to buy these frequencies, these radio stations. Yeah, radio's kind of dying and probably will be dead soon, but you're not helping it. You know what I mean? And for the town that we live in, with the DMC, with the growth that's going to happen over the next 10 to 20 years, someone could come in here if they had the money, or another company that owns a radio station could come in here and set up shop. It's expensive, but if they did it, they would kill Town Square. Yep. As long as they came in and had local talent and made it catered to the area, they would kill.
Isn't the paper done too?
Yeah, they're done. They're done. So like the old radio, print, those ways of promotion are dying. But whenever there's death, there's regrowth. And that's where what you're talking about. Someone could come in and they could just slay, because they could, in a nutshell, monopolize. Because that's what, let's be honest, in the game of capitalism, that's your end game.
Right.
You succeeded if you monopolize. That's with the white hairs. You get them on your side, you're killing it. So in a town like Rochester, it would be eaten up like crazy, from promotion, from material, appearances, shows, unique shows. It would kill. It would absolutely slaughter. Twin Cities, different story. More competition. You're not going to be able to just come in and capitalize like that. But a place like here, you could just come and you can mop up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, if it was a local company too, radio wise, because that's the other thing. People don't realize, a lot of people don't realize, Well, how come you don't play this song? You play the same song like every other hour. We don't, we're told what to play. Like, someone else is adding the music. They're the ones that pick and choose what we get to play, and then someone at the building their job is to schedule it. But we don't.
So you're really not a DJ?
No, not at all. Our purpose is to talk. It is there to give a weather update, funny story, and promote the shit out of everything that the station has going on. That's our job. Our job isn't to pick the music. Unfortunately, back in the day that was too, but now it's not. But for me, I don't like, if I had to go back on mainstream radio, I would never go to a music station. I would need to be on a talk station. Because I just can't. I can't sit there and in an hour have a total of maybe 4 total minutes of talk time. And then the rest of the time I'm just sitting there.
AM Dave. We'll call him AM Dave. He's going to be on the AM radio.
There you go.
AM DC.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing that's now with podcast movement. That's the other thing people are starting to realize is more and more people want to hear and be entertained by listening to people talk about something. They don't necessarily always want to hear music now. They want to hear something. It's almost reverting back to the old days where there were no TVs and you had to listen to radio for your entertainment. And the beauty of that is it helps open people's minds. Because if you're not watching something and you're listening to a story someone's telling, that's on you. Well, I mean, it's on them to paint the picture, but it's on you to visualize that picture in your head. So that's on you to make it alive, to bring it to life in your head, which then I think makes you become a better person as far as you have an open mind. You're creative.
Yeah.
You're into entertaining ideas and maybe disbelief, stuff like that.
That brings us back to the age of understanding.
Yeah.
And that's really what's pushing us forward. His voice is huge now. People want podcasts. That's what I listen to while I work out. Dude, I listen to other people have conversations. Mm-hmm. I don't even listen to music while I work out anymore. Just doesn't even play a role in my life besides sometimes like I'll listen to the new Imagine Dragons on a commute this morning. That's it. Mm-hmm. While I'm ducking and dodging snowplows.
Right.
That's about it. Okay, so Timmy, let's get into your 2019 New Year's resolution, you big boy.
2019, the big thing for me 2019 is consistency. I will remember this for next year. Consistency is number one. And that goes from everything from this, training, just staying consistent, just understanding that, like I said, it's been 2 years of doing this now. Who'd have thought? That's consistency, and that's something where it also ties in with time and patience and all that, because they all go in together. But consistency, that's what it is. I will remember this for next year. I promise.
Consistency. I'm gonna go, Dave, and then we're gonna leave it off on you because I know you got a good one coming. Mine's gonna be execution. A to Z execution. Focusing on my bullet points and executing them. Because I'm a great macro thinker. I can come up with the big idea. But the execution is where I need fine-tuning. I've got to sharpen that sword. We might be doing stuff, but the execution of counterculture, we have to execute properly from A to Z. Focus on our bullet points, fine-tune them.
And that's so cool because it ties in together. Because with you executing and me staying consistent, that's where it becomes dangerous. Uh-huh. Don't ever do that yet.
Dave, what's yours? What's yours, you big boy?
Mine's gonna be just follow through.
Ooh.
I want to make sure I'm following through with everything I do.
When you hit a jump shot,
right?
Oh, damn.
Right?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, bro.
That plant's attacking you. Well, because like with the CrossFit thing last year, I did it. I did the 6 weeks. I went a little bit longer than the 6 weeks. Finally, like I said, financial burdens happened. I had to cut that. But I kind of got lazy then, where I should, I know there are things I can do to substitute that right in my own home. Mm-hmm. But I got lazy. I didn't follow through. So I want to follow through. I'm, doing another podcast that's becoming a bigger thing for me.
Briscoe and Big Ace.
Yeah, the Briscoe and Big Ace show, which Timmy, you're a big wrestling fan, so it's a wrestling podcast, but not really. If you listen to it, like we don't actually talk wrestling a whole lot. We
You guys
do a
talk
little
pop
bit.
culture and stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's and like we want to bring other wrestlers on, but we don't want to talk about their wrestling. We want to talk about, dude, did you hear the new Kanye?
Yep.
Shit like that. But we have a really great foundation right now on the ground floor that this next year could be a very huge year for our show as far as in the wrestling industry.
Can I elbow drop somebody through a table?
Damn right.
That'd be the shit.
So
That'd be the
again,
shit.
follow through,
Consistency, execution, follow through. It seems like we're on a linear playing field in regards to what we're trying to accomplish and stay on par with in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
I think so.
It's gonna be dangerous.
Okay, so let's get some lady situations out of the way.
What's up?
Dave, you got a girlfriend yet?
No.
Timmy, you got a girlfriend yet?
I don't got a girlfriend, man, but like you know me, I'm just.
No, that doesn't count. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Well,
what
because
does
like
that
I'm to the point where I got people like reaching out to me, trying to set me up now, and it's weird because friends now are having kids, and other friends now are on to like 2 kids and 3 kids, and people are trying to set me up. And honestly, I don't see any rush. Like
Bro, I don't see a rush either, but it would be great. It would be phenomenal because you have no idea what you having a significant other does for the whole situation. When I bring my wife somewhere, Timmy can bring his old girl with, and then they can mingle with one another.
We're talking New Year's Eve already,
the
'cause-
social aspect of having someone when all your friends have either a girlfriend or a wife or like.
we got
It is
reservations
huge.
for 4, and he's like, "Well, we gotta find a 4th for you." And I'm like, "Well, we'll find somebody." But then I understand what you mean, though. But
It's like doing a solid.
There's a lot of times I stay home because it's like my friends will be like, "Hey, we're all going out to do this together," and it's like, yeah, all of you couples are going out tonight to go hang out, and I'm gonna be that third wheel to like 6 different couple. Like,
I just can't lie to nobody though, because like I legitimately am not able to look at somebody and be like, "Yeah, I want to just be with you." I just can't lie to somebody.
Oh, do we got to get him more Snickle Fritz? We've got to get his Spidey senses on
not
point.
opening up any
You know what
boxes.
that means? Yeah, dude, he's closed off right there, Dave. He's unable to love.
what I don't get is you at the gym, man. Like that's
Bro, like,
a great place.
I am
to pick
telling
up.
you right now, for some apparent reason, Mac and I are talking about like taking LA trips and things like that. Like, I want to remain as public as possible, as in like just available. Like I can't be going places knowing that I got to worry about something back home.
See,
I just can't.
you know what? In that respect, though, I can agree with you just for the fact, like for me, with the Briscoe and Big A show, there's a potential that in the next year or 2, if it goes how we're hoping, I'm leaving this city and state.
See?
And that was always the plan.
Right. So my thing right now is I'd rather focus on making this successful and making this a thing rather than finding someone to bring into my life that in 2 years I might have to sit her down and be like, listen, I know you didn't sign up for this, but this is the deal. So I love you, but if you don't come, I'm going still.
Like the passion goals remain the same. I still want to get no professional wrestling ring, WWE. Still want to travel. Still want to make this podcast thing. This counterculture, the list goes on. Still want to be a personality. These are all things that I still want to accomplish and achieve. And I'm telling myself I got to be realistic, because when it gets to the point where you're like, because you're different, you're able to do this thing, and then your significant other, she is with it, and you have the thing figured out. I'm not ready to bring somebody new and say, hey, here's how the lifestyle is. It's just not going to happen. Like I'm being. I'm doing it. I'm doing us a solid by not doing it.
You're right. You
Yeah,
are
because
right.
you had years of groundwork with your wife before all this.
Yeah,
Where
so, like-
for us, we're bringing someone into the circus. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like I have hairstylists, I have all waitresses who are friends, I have all my girls who are friends. They always tell me like, Nick, you've got to realize me and my husband or me and my boyfriend, that shit wouldn't fly.
Yeah.
My husband ain't going to be flying out here or there to frickin' drink Jungle Brew. He ain't going to be going out to Los Angeles, going down to South Beach. It's not going to happen. But me and my wife's situation is she just understands. Yeah. And that's where I hit Yahtzee every single day, where from the form of understanding and how my wife gets me. I couldn't. be like in your situation, Timmy, bring a woman in and be like, yep, so this is my life. I hope you don't have trust issues. I hope you're totally secure with yourself because I'm going on the road.
Yeah, and that's another hard thing is when you're in the eye of the public, to be honest, I mean, there's a lot of females that jealousy is a thing and they don't know how to handle it.
And I'm going to be selfish right now, too. I really feel like we're on the up and up. And I'm talking all three of us for all three of our endeavors, right? And I'm at the point where I just can't. It's just not going to happen. I'm doing us a solid by not doing it because you know how I am. Because the moment that, like, if I get into something serious, y'all know me. I'm going to be so invested into that. And the next thing you know, stuff like this is not going to be happening.
I got a new resolution for Timmy for 2019.
Uh-oh.
Keep Timmy abstinent all 2019.
That's not happening. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I got this new one. I got this new thing, right? 60 seconds of motivation. Okay, so this is where we got to dig deep within ourselves. And I want 60 seconds of gold. All right, where you're just talking into the etherical force of the universe and you're bringing it up. Okay, Dave, we're going to start you off at 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, I work at a job where I'm with a lot of teenagers. So the one thing that I've really realized is people lose sight of dreams and hopes. There's nothing wrong with having a dream. There's nothing wrong with having a goal. And there's nothing wrong with being selfish when it comes to those dreams and goals. That doesn't make you a bad person. How you treat other people is what's going to make you a bad person, right? So the biggest thing is have goals, have dreams, always be pursuing them. Don't ever say it can't happen because that's how you shut it down. When you say you can't, you already lost it. It's not going to happen because you already believe that now in your mind. You need to be open-minded. You need to be willing to just let whatever comes your way come and be able to roll with the punches, but still be chasing that dream. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop reaching for the goal. Because as long as you do keep reaching for it, eventually it's going to fall into your hand. That's what hard work does. And believing in yourself.
That was incredible, Dave.
Man.
Hair sticking up on my fucking arms.
that was
All right,
real.
Timmy, it's your turn in 3, 2, 1, go.
One thing with me right now is I'm really starting to understand and believe that it's okay to be envious. I'm to the point where I'm going to be envious, and I've been envious where I understand things that people have achieved, people have accomplished, people that they worked hard to obtain all that stuff. I'm at the point where I can't look at somebody and look at them and say, you know what? I wish I had that. I don't understand why them and not me. I'm at the point where I'm saying, hey, guess what? I know for a fact that that person, everything that they have right there in front of them, they worked hard to get it. I can do the exact same thing. I can't sit here and continue to complain, moan, bitch. The list goes on. I'm right now telling myself that everything that I want, I have the God-given ability to achieve through prayer, through courage, through patience, through passion. The list goes on. I'm not going to tell myself that I can't have that, because what I'm telling myself right now is everything that I want, everything that I need, I'm going to obtain, I'm going to achieve through hard work. Why? Because I deserve it, and I'm going to earn it.
Attaboy, Timmy. All right, I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. When I was 6, I held my dad's hand while he died. And I use that as a metaphor in today's life, where I grasp onto what I think my identity is. But I came to a point over this past year where I just let go. Who I am doesn't matter. What other people think of me or you does not matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only one going to sleep with myself. I'm the one living in my skin. What other people think of us does not matter one bit. It is what we make of ourselves every single day by waking up confident and going to sleep consistent, knowing that we succeeded, knowing that we rocked out the most we could throughout that day. We succeeded just by being able to wake up, not have to live up to anyone else's expectations, and knowing I did my best. So with that being said, 2018 was a great year with you guys. I loved it so much. I love sharing the moments. I'm glad we were able to do this 2 years in a row in a different location here at our friends at Cameo, presented by Fiddlehead Coffee.
Definitely shout out.
I love you guys.
Love you too, man.
I love all you guys, man. Yes. Let's fist it up.
I thought he was going to do
Fist
that
it
again.
up.
Y'all are so weird.